Good morning, everyone. It's Friday. Welcome to Sunup on 7. I'm Kevin Mendes.
And I'm Miriam Abdulkawi. Good morning, Belize.
Miriam and I are very excited about this Friday episode. Miriam, let's tease them what can they expect on today's show.
Yeah, so we have a nice full show today. We will have some excitement with Fatima. She won't be dancing, but she will be telling us about a big endeavor that she has, upcoming endeavor. So you can look forward to attending that.
That is true.
We also have
Pathlight that's joining us today, and Pathlight's going to be announcing some scholarship opportunities for high school students, so stay tuned for that. We have that and many more prepared for you today on this Friday episode. But we thank you so much for making us some company. Miriam, let's get to the couch.
Yes.
Answer that's worth looking for today. Just in time,
and he's here to talk to us
the
about
writing appears on the
show that we're on right now. Tell me.
and I were the first ones to see.
And we're going to be talking about the hot shush that has been
The
happening
world
in
that we see may seem that will never change. They say, but if you tear down the wall that's blinding us all, you see the way today. A place to call your home, a place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light.
Muy buenos dias, beautiful Sunup on 7 family. Welcome to your Friday episode. It's March 13th. I want to say thank you so much for welcoming Miriam and I into your space. If you're watching via Facebook, YouTube, or cable TV, we're very excited for your company. And we're very excited about today's episode. Before we get into it, let's bring you the weather, and that's courtesy of the Belize Med Service.
Prevailing. The 24-hour forecast for Belize and her coastal waters calls for sunny skies today with cloudy intervals, along with a few showers to continue to develop around the country during the morning hours, then becoming isolated by afternoon. There is also a medium chance for isolated thunderstorms to develop over inland areas during the afternoon or evening hours. Today's high temperatures are expected to reach 85 degrees Fahrenheit along the coast, to 90 inland and 78 over the mountains. Tonight, the skies will be partly cloudy and showers will be isolated, and low temperatures are expected to be 76 degrees Fahrenheit along coastal areas, to 70 inland and 64 in the higher elevations. The winds will be light and variable at first. Later, the winds will blow from the east at 5 to 10 knots and the sea state will be slight. A high tide will occur at 7:26 a.m., a low at 11:14 in the morning, and a high at 5:54 in the evening. Another low will occur at 1:47 a.m. The sun will rise today at 2 minutes past 6 and set at 2 minutes past 6 in the evening. The moon set today at 19 minutes past 1 and rise at 2:26 tomorrow morning. The outlook for Saturday and Saturday night is for mainly fair weather to prevail and showers will be isolated. In the sargassum forecast, surface and satellite data continue to show sargassum increasing over the area. As a result, more mats are expected to drift ashore during the next few days, producing moderate impacts. And in the fire forecast, the risk for forest or brush fire will continue to be low over the next 24 hours. And that concludes your morning forecast that was prepared here at the National Meteorological Service.
That's our weather update,
Yes.
Miriam. It's Friday.
It is
How are
Friday
you?
the 13th.
Friday the 13th. Are you superstitious about Friday the 13th?
Not really.
Not really.
No, I mean, I was aware, like, obviously, I was like, oh, it's Friday the 13th. But then I was like, and life goes on.
Life goes on, and then at the end, it's like you get the opportunity to like know how you want to like navigate your day, right? So if you're gonna be like all like superstitious about it, like things gonna go wrong, of course, you're putting that out there into the
Very true.
into the energy, into the space, right? So it's saying it's gonna be a great day.
It's gonna be
yeah.
I started my day listening to, well, after I prayed, of course. I was listening to Lovely Day, you know, some lovely day, lovely day, lovely day. So I didn't even realize that like the Friday the 13th thing wasn't the first thing on my mind this morning. I thought about it yesterday and I was like, oh, Friday
Okay.
the 13th. Do you know where that came from?
No, that's what I was gonna like. I'm gonna
Yeah.
research probably later. But if any of our viewers know like where does this like superstitious, you know, like thoughts come about Friday the 13th, put it on the chat. We love to like educate ourselves about it. But definitely, it's Friday the 13th. Let us know how you're feeling. What is your mood today? Or celebrating
vibe?
anything? We would absolutely love to send you a cheer or just engage with you in
Yeah.
today's episode. But yeah, we're very excited about today's episode.
Yeah.
There's no food or drinks, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
It's Friday the 13th
Yes,
in
it
that
is.
regard.
In that regard.
But we definitely have exciting stuff because we're going to be talking about scholarships.
Yeah.
Gretchen is going to be joining us to talk about her community service that's coming up and, of course, women in art.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we still have like a nice, you know,
Friday
creative Friday vibe, you know, but
Definitely.
no food, no drinks, Kevin, not today. But so what's your Friday vibe like, Kevin? We're matching again, by
We're
the way.
matching again.
This is
Yeah, I
stop.
love the
We always match. I don't know what it is.
it's totally unplanned. which
It's
is
so
really cool.
unplanned. Like people must be thinking like, oh, no, we don't call each other nothing. We just like show up and we're like, look at you, look at you.
We got it. We got it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. You know, like I'm just in a really great space. That's what I can say.
Awesome.
And you?
I love that. Same. Yeah. I'm feeling really good since yesterday, the vibe. And I was like, you know, when you're feeling good, you're like, please don't let this change, but it will. So you're just grateful for
Yeah. Yeah.
the positive mood when it's there and when you're in it. And then when you're not, you know that it'll leave anyway because nothing stays the same. Alrighty. Good morning, our Sunup family. Good morning, Miss Michelle. Good morning, Miss Karen.
Yeah. Good
I know
morning,
they always shout me
everyone.
out in the chat. Yeah, and
That is
everyone
true.
in the chat.
That is totally true. Well,
Alrighty.
let's get with our couch talk, Miriam.
Yes, so our couch talk is gonna be a little heavy today. Well,
Yeah.
but
It's gonna be a mix. It's gonna be a roller
mix.
coaster. But let's get started with this roller coaster will need fuel, and fuel is gonna go up. So as of midnight, the government is announcing that the prices of premium and regular are gonna increase. So premium was at
Yeah.
$12.53 per gallon, and it's gonna go to $13.76
Ouch.
per gallon. The regular is gonna go. It was at $11.77, and it's gonna go to 13. And it's gonna go to $13 and the $13 per gallon.
yeah.
While diesel is gonna remain at $12.05.
I mean, this is just something else that now we have to worry about. Yeah, look at you can see the details here. It's a little fine print here, but yeah.
Okay.
So
So it's
we
already
just got word that
increased,
it's
yeah, as of
already
yesterday.
increased, as in from yesterday. So people were lining up in Belmopan,
Here in Belize City,
to
yeah.
hurry up and get gas last night. Some places, you know, it was reported that gas would go up at midnight. Some places it already went up starting at 8 p.m.
And then there was like some like reports saying that the pump attendants were already telling people that they're out of gas. You know, so it's just like everybody's definitely like rushing to the pump to be able to get fuel, but
Yeah.
definitely some are already experiencing this increase in the fuel cost. And if you're wondering
Yeah.
like what has prompted this
It's the war in
It's the
Iraq.
war that's taking place
in Iran,
in Iran.
excuse me, the war in Iran.
In Iran, yes.
Yeah, and I think when there's a war happening, you know, we're so far removed from that here in Belize. So it's like, well, what that have to do with me? A war anywhere has everything to do with the rest of the world because it's gonna affect us. So this, unfortunately, Kevin, the war isn't ending anytime soon. There haven't been any updates or reports about that. So unfortunately, we can just all assume that eventually gas is going to go up again and keep going up again and keep going up again. So, I mean, it's just really sad and unfortunate that, you know, a decision from one person is...
Well, it's actually two persons because we know that what is currently taking place in Iran is because Israel and the United States, they attack their oil companies, which is 5 of them, which are currently like in flames and are causing like an environmental catastrophe and a public health catastrophe in Iran and in the region at the moment. I was reading on the news this morning that they're experiencing like acid rain coming from the amount of like smog that's up in the air. And then people are experiencing respiratory infections already. A lot of their waterways are contaminated. So definitely it's going to cause a catastrophe for that area. But definitely we know that we talk about climate change, we talk about like impact of that, right? But what's happening in Iran at the moment is definitely going to contribute exponentially to global warming and what we're experiencing.
Yeah, so environmental effects, financial effects, economic effects. It'll just keep, you know, going. And the war isn't ending. So it'll just get worse. You know what I mean? So I think, you know, it's just frustrating when you watch this as a regular civilian because you're like, we're not in politics, obviously, right, Kevin? But I think as a human being, you would think that leaders would just tap into their humanity and just say, you know, let's figure this out another way. Like, why all this suffering, completely unnecessary? Children, you know? So it just makes, sometimes it's hard for me to talk about it because I start to get so upset that I can't even talk about it. Because to me, I can see the answer. I understand why. But it's just like big oil companies, they're going to go in, do what they want to do to get the money. And right now, the U.S. is being a huge political bully across the world. So it just makes me mad because I foresee this happening in other places.
That is true.
If this can happen
like
this somewhere, it can happen somewhere else.
So going back to the main topic here, which was the increase in the fuel prices, it will be interesting to see like how that is going to affect the daily livelihoods of Belizeans. We know like that can prompt increases in products because of the transportation costs that it will take. It may cause the increase in like transportation costs if you're going to take public transportation because of the increase. So like, we're going to see how the government plans to like buffer this increase in the fuel prices. But definitely, if you're going to like go to a pump near you, you're going to be experiencing an increase in the prices of fuel as of yesterday. Miriam, let's move on to our next couch talk topic. And this next topic is about a home invasion that took place yesterday in Frank's Eddy village, where the family of Dark Knight Tours, they had such an awful time, right?
Yeah, that was horrible.
Yeah, so yesterday on the news, the wife of the owner of Dark Knight Tour was able to share her testimony as to like what really happened, where both her and her children were terrorized by the home invaders. In this crazy incident, the husband was shot, and he's presently like fighting for his life at the hospital at the moment.
Yeah, it's really sad. It was really sad to hear the mother's account of everything. And what is really horrible about it is the 9-year-old son. He was the one who was kind of kidnapped and basically forced the people who kidnapped him forced him to take them to his house at gunpoint. You know what I mean? So he's completely traumatized. You see, I can't even talk about it. When I get upset, I can't trying to like read it because it's like now he's traumatized. His sister is traumatized. They're 9 years old, 9 and 5 years old. I'm completely traumatized. Now, it was interesting when the wife was giving the account, she mentioned that it seems like they knew who they were trying to, like, this was like a hit and they knew the person because when I'm just assuming, but when they got inside and they locked the owner out because he finally came home before the tussle happened and they shot him, they were talking to him through the door. That's what the wife said. They were talking to him through the door. So I don't know what was said. And then finally the door opened. Maybe like a kind of deal to just kind of get his family out of there. And then there was the tussle and then he got shot. Now, I think that we mentioned earlier, Kevin, he is in the hospital fighting for his life, but no one was caught for this. incident.
Yeah.
Like there were no arrests made.
Yeah, at
or
least
any,
up to date.
today. I mean, I'm sure that there are cameras there.
Yeah,
and-
especially like if it is that they were able to like at some point
Mekagavix.
recognize who this person that did a home invasion was, like, based on the interaction that took place. Again, if you know any details or any leads that may contribute towards the arrest of these individuals, the police department is asking for your cooperation. Definitely, we send our thoughts and prayers to the gentleman that was affected by this
Yes.
incident, right?
Yeah, and the
And the children for sure, you know, like they're
Yeah.
traumatized
They're
by
traumatized
this
now.
home invasion. They were kidnapped. They were held at gunpoint, which is an awful experience, I believe, for like anyone to go through.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah.
I hope that we get an update that hopefully the the robbers are found.
Yeah.
So yes, let's move on to our third item for our couch talk, Kevin. So there was a conch bust yesterday. So the Fisheries Department made a bust. And it happened in like a high-speed chase. When I heard the story, it sounded like something happening on a Netflix action series or something like that. So basically, they were on the road and they saw this pickup pass with a lot of ice boxes, like too many. Like it was suspicious, it seemed suspicious. So they were coming back from Belmopan. The pickup passed them. They had all these ice boxes and they were like, that's a little suspicious. So they worked with the police officers within the area and they pulled them over and they found 439 undersized conch hid under fish fillet. And so, of course, they were charged. And up to some of them, Kevin, it was up to a $60,000 fine. So this is big. And maybe, you're thinking like, well, that's a hefty fine. Well, there are rules and regulations that the Fisheries Department have about when you can fish for conch and when you can't fish. So when this is happening, and they're undersized.
Right. So we gotta take note that
Yeah.
its conch season is presently open, right?
Okay.
It's from October 1st to June 30th. So
Okay,
conch
so
season
it's
is
open.
open. Why they
they're
got
under-
arrested is because it's undersized.
They're
conch.
undersized, yes.
And we know that it's important for us to if you're gonna harvest conch, for it to be of the appropriate size, because you need to ensure the sustainability of the conch industry in the country.
Yeah.
But what also sticks out here is that there is a demand for conch, right? And which is the kind of what prompts these persons to do these corrupt acts of knowing that the conch is undersized, but they have a demand for it, so they're gonna
Yeah,
find
so
whatever
they're-
way of doing it. And so what we do know is that as you mentioned, there are 8 of them pleaded guilty to the charge. It was
Yeah.
9 men on board of this
Yeah, thank you
pickup.
for
8 of
clarifying
them
that, Kevin. Yeah.
pleaded guilty, and their fines amount to $60,000.
Yeah.
Which at some point is also has changed over the years, because now they realize the fines need to get heftier because of the act that is getting done. But also this should in a way curtail people from engaging in this kind of illegal behavior of harvesting undersized conch or undersized lobster, because of realizing now the amount that you have to pay.
Yeah, slapped with that huge fine. That will hopefully deter anybody else that will be, doing this. If they're undersized, then they shouldn't be sold. So I completely agree with you, Kevin.
Yeah. Let's move on to our next couch talk.
Sure. Let's move on. So we have our fourth couch talk point here is about the government. The government responds to the letter from the U.S. Congressman regarding the state bank acquisition. Do you want to tell us more about that, Kevin?
Right. So there is a letter circulating from the U.S. government in which they're planning on doing an assessment of Belize's investment climate and institutional check and balances as in regards to how investment takes place in the country. On the press statement that was shared yesterday by the government of Belize, they acknowledge the receipt of this letter. What they also say is that Belize is going to be collaborating with the U.S. government, providing unnecessary information as they continue this assessment on Belize's, investment process.
Yeah.
In the statement, they talk about, how investment takes place, what are some of the regulations that the government of Belize abides itself by, and also how much, or how important foreign investment is into the country. What's interesting about this note also is that it speaks on the state bank negotiation or like what's taking place at the moment. We know they mentioned that the state bank acquisition is currently at the High Court, and of course, like they're leaving that to take its due course. But just simply saying the U.S. government wants to do this assessment of Belize, and we're going to be in full collaboration with them to be able to come to the
Yeah. So for me, every time I hear a story about the U.S. government doing anything now, I have a little collective anxiety about it because I'm like, please leave Belize alone. You don't want. I understand that it's in regards to the state bank acquisition, and it makes sense for them to do that, but it just seems like if you're not in the good graces of the United States right now, that's a problem. And if there's a potential that that could happen to Belize, it causes a little anxiety for me. So that's why I have that reaction to that, Kevin. So I hope that that is not the case. Unfortunately, I mean, I feel like eventually it might be for all of us, considering the administration in the United States right now. You know what I mean? So that's my initial response to it. I understand the story. I understand what they're doing, but the U.S. starts poking around. I get a little anxious for us and our safety in our country. So.
I see what you mean, Miriam. We have one more Couch Talk topic. And,
Yes, we do, Johnny.
Our last topic is that the Public Utilities Commission puts a 2-year tariff freeze on BTL.
Yes.
What was shared yesterday is that the Public Utilities Commission, they have determined, based on their assessments, that BTL is a dominant operator within the relevant markets of telecommunication. And in that regard, they hold a monopoly of telecommunications in the country. So based on this, they're going to be freezing tariffs for like particular things, which include changes to bundle, the marketing for like subscribers, for application procedures, and they're saying that this will be effective from March 11th, 2026 to December 31st, 2028. So they cannot make any of those changes on tariffs for these particular services.
Okay.
But the question that I have in my head is like, how does this link to the acquisition of SpeedNet?
Yes, that was my first thought too as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then are they going to allow protection? You know, I mean, well, this basically allows protection for consumers, until the 2028, I believe you just said.
Yeah, December 31st.
But that was my question too. How is this going to affect that? And I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this unfolds, Kevin. You know what I mean? I was glad to hear about the tariff freeze, you know, so that allows a little bit of the anxiety tank to go down in this regard, you know what I mean? Because there's been so much going on with BTL and that situation. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. I'm sure we'll be getting updates about that further, but yeah. I'm happy for that, at least.
That's true. Like, you know, like, especially for consumers, for like, I mean, customers of like Digi, you know, like there's going to be like a tariff.
Like you want to get credit, but gas going up.
But I am not sure if this is like hinting to.
But gas going up, so I don't know if you'll be able to.
Yeah, but my point is, I'm not sure if this is hinting to that the acquisition of SpeedNet is going to continue through.
Oh.
Because they're saying, okay, we're going to freeze this for 2 years, considering that you are the dominant operator.
Oh.
If the no Daniel is so kind of thing, you know? Yeah, so I'm not sure if this is already like saying this process is still going to continue and you're going to be overall the dominant operator. Like for real, you know?
But we are going to pause-ish until 2028.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like there's like a lot of like loopholes in the system. So I'm not sure if this is one of them that they're not.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it plays out. We'll have to see. That's actually a good point though, Kevin.
Yeah. So with that, we come to the end of our couch talk. It was like short. It was like.
This is what I'm noticing. Okay, Friday the 13th. I wasn't worried about it, but I'll say this, Kevin. I feel like the time goes super fast. Anybody else feel like that? Like I woke up this morning, I was like, what? I closed my eye, wake up, I was like, oh my God, I have to get ready. Like the time doesn't feel, the time isn't timing.
Okay.
Like, you know, 5 minutes feel like 10 minutes feel like 5 minutes, you know, that kind of way.
I hear you.
If it's a half an hour, it feels like 10 minutes. It doesn't, the time, I'm not feeling the time. Like this couch talk went too fast.
Yeah, it's like 6:58.
Like what is happening right now? Are we talking in like fast forward? Like
I don't know. Like the thing is like, see, like these articles that we're discussing today, they're like,
Yeah.
short, you know, like
Yeah, they are.
like-
But the time did go fast, Kevin.
yeah, yeah. Miriam, what we're gonna do is also give a shout out.
Yes, we do. We
Of
do.
course,
have to
like
give
we
a
asked
shout
you,
out.
know, what you're celebrating today. If you're celebrating anything, how do you feeling? And we acknowledge that there is a note that the Belize cycling national team is gonna be going to
Yay.
Colombia.
Yay.
So we want to wish them all the best in their
Yes.
competition.
Yeah, for sure.
Wish them safe travels and a fun time.
A fun
you know,
time.
do excellent out there. It's
Yeah.
great opportunity for sportsmanship, make great connections. And of
Definitely.
course, we're already proud of
Network.
you for going out there and representing Belize. So we look forward to hearing your story when you're back from Colombia. Let us know how it
Exactly.
goes.
They
Send us
can- yeah,
photos.
Come to the couch.
Hopefully, walk in with some medals. That would be exciting
definitely,
also.
yeah. And they're already winners to us. The fact that they're representing us, Kevin. You know, we always like to see our, personnel, sports personnel, and artists go abroad to represent Belize. So to me, that's already a win. But you come back with medals, you know, that would be great. Because you're still welcome to come on the couch, darling.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah.
Do we have any birthday shout outs?
No, not
No birthday
not on the
shout-outs?
not on the chat today.
Not
but
on the chat?
again,
Okay.
the cycling team is going to the Pan American Games
Ah,
in Colombia. Okay.
nice.
Thank you so much, Robin McKenzie, for sharing that with us. And
Yeah,
of course,
this is great news.
give the flowers and all the
Yes.
best to the Belize cycling national team for going there. With that, we're gonna go to our sunrise as we wrap up our couch talk. And this sunrise
Oh, it's so
make it
beautiful.
cute,
Wow.
is from the
That's
Chatamal Bridge
nice.
in Belize City. So that's
Yes.
looking.
Thank you.
Is it
Jamie
Hallover
Usher.
Creek?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Hallover Creek.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
Thank you, Jamie Usher, for sending us this
Yes,
photo
this
today.
is beautiful.
And we're going to go into our
Stunning.
first commercial break. When we're back, we're going to be having a great conversation about women in art. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Glenfield Dennison was caught trying to charge BTL for negotiations on behalf of former workers.
He insists he never charged the workers group a cent and claims the invoice was only a negotiating tactic.
If the invoice was just a negotiating tactic, why would Dennison ask BTL to pay the legal fees as part of settlement? And if BTL had agreed, who would have received payment? Dennison, of course, because he sent the invoice the day after the last negotiations to be considered with the 4.5% interest requested by BCWJ. What's worse, the cost of legal work submitted is grossly inflated. Those are senior counsel rates, and Dennison is not a senior counsel. As to the tax identification number on the invoice, no such TIN number is registered with GST, so we must also ask whether he is licensed with the FIU as required. There's also the question of whether as a Crown Counsel Dennison violated the public service rules which state a judicial and legal officer shall not engage in any private legal work or private business of a legal nature. It's time for him to stop the games and come clean.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
These charter mints aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023 in the...
Good evening.
Good evening, I'm Shirley Halsell,
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening, with your news, I'm Indira Craig.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Muy buenos dias, beautiful Sunup on 7 family. Welcome to your Friday episode. We move on straight into our first conversation, joined by Ms. Kim Vasquez here on our couch. Ms. Kim Vasquez representing ICA, the Institute of Creative Arts. Before we get into this, how is your Friday energy today?
Well, it's Friday the 13th, but we are feeling very optimistic, very lucky, very happy.
That's the energy to have on a Friday night, right?
Let's
change the narrative around it for sure.
Yes.
And today's a big night because it's the opening of Women in Arts.
It is the opening of Women in Art, yes.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, we are just so excited this year. We put out that call at the middle of January every year. And we cast a wide net. Any woman can participate in Women in Art. We don't put any age. It's from across the country, and it can be just about any. It could be photography, painting, sketch, digital art now, and that includes now content creation. You know, all of those influencers. That's definitely an emerging art form. True. Being recognized more and more. Cultural craft. We have an artisan group participating as well. 2 artisan groups as well participating, doing traditional handmade crafts as well. Poetry, stories. This year we have over 20, I think it's like 26 writers and poets, so much so that every year we never know. We just put out the call. Sometimes we do a digital publication. Sometimes we put them on the wall. We do a combination. This year we had to absolutely do a full book, a publication.
Wow.
Nice.
And so it will be available digitally. We're printing a limited amount as well. But yes, we have a full Women in Art publication, 26 women, and it's short stories and poetry. So it is a mix this year. We have women in their 70s, at different parts in their creative expression. Some of them painted before and then they picked up back painting again. And we have participants as young as 8 that are coming from out of an art program in San Ignacio. So, and we have returning young participants. Actually, every year we have some women in art traditions. And one of the traditions is to select one of the art pieces for the flyer or the poster that goes as you enter.
Wow.
And that artist selected this year is Kyrie Castaneda, and she is 10 years old.
Yes.
And this is her 3rd year participating in Women in Art. So that's another thing we're noticing this year, though. We have so many emerging artists, so many young artists that this will be their first time exhibiting. It's their first Women in Art. And we were just blown away. You know, I mean, the participation comes from across the country, as I said, and it's over 102 women, more because we have opening night tonight, and we always include the performing arts in that.
Nice.
Palotti Strings will be performing. We have DJ Debbie from San Pedro. It's a full woman affair.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
It's so beautiful to see that
is.
that the Women in Art initiative is growing every year.
Yeah.
You're saying there's people that religiously now or traditionally, they come every year and they participate in this event. Why was it important, you know, in the thought process to have a space specific for women in art?
Yes. For us, it fundamentally is about having a space for creative expression. That's important to note. This is Women's Month, and you know we celebrate the contribution of women in different fields, and we definitely want to highlight our women artists. But I think also because you look at the theme for this year, Balance the Scale, and I absolutely love that theme this year.
I like that.
Because, you know, it speaks to efforts towards equity, but we still have to balance the scales.
Yeah.
And when I think about so many of these women artists, I think about the artisan group from San Joaquin, and we had worked with them on a previous project earlier this year, and I heard one of the women saying, you know, they did a training to be able to produce the huipil and the guayaberas, and they were saying, man, if we not get home 12 o'clock sometime, the family happy for we, but if that plate of food not up on that table 12 o'clock.
Okay.
And you know, and then you know we have to balance taking care of the grandkids, we have to take care of the children, we have to do all of this. And we're trying to do a workshop to develop our art form. And then we just want to create. We just want to have that space as women to create. And we struggle to find balance. And we need more support, and we need more awareness of this. And there's still a lot of stereotypes, you know, with women in art. A simple thing like we were looking at some of the pieces that came in, and we had some really large pieces of abstract art. And as we were admiring them and discussing them, one of the topics from one of the abstract art that came in was menopause. And the artist chose to portray this Yvonne Oxley through painting and also poetry.
Okay.
But there is also a stereotype that women can't create meaningful abstract art. You know, there's still many people that when you think about women in art, they see flowers, and that's absolutely true as well.
Yeah.
But that does not mean that we need to still shatter the stereotypes around women in art. Their art still sells for less many times. I don't know why. Some of it is, again, because even women need to feel empowered to know their value of what they're creating and to see it as a viable means of earning an income.
So it's very good to hear that the women in art space is contributing to balancing the scale, you know, and thank you so much for sharing. You know, what are some of the challenges that the women that are participating in this experience are going through, like
Yeah,
having to figure out, I have many roles and one of them is a caregiver. Of course, I want to be an entrepreneur and an artist,
Yes.
but I also have to balance this role, which is, can be a disservice for women to meaningfully engage.
It is hard. Almost all women that try to engage in art is balancing something else. If it's not motherhood, it's caregiving in another form. And that means caregiving for your family, your parents sometimes, your grandparents. It means balancing a career. And you shouldn't have to choose. We need to break this idea of having, a day job. If you want to do your art in the after hours and you want to work at something else during the day, who is anybody to tell you that you must choose?
Right.
Yeah.
And, I always use the example too. Whenever we talk about women in art, we say we don't like to shift the focus on men and start ranting about the patriarchy and all of that. But sometimes you absolutely have to.
Of course.
Because there are still a lot of restrictions on women.
Yeah.
If a man wants to be out at all hours in a studio, whether it's an art studio or a music studio, nobody bats an eye, right? It's still looked upon odd for a woman to say, okay, I come in from my day job, and I want to spend some time doing my art. This is the time I have blocked off for that. Where to do outside your house 9 hours?
Yeah.
What that to do for your family, your business today with your children, your business today in your house. And I'm so glad to see so many young artists participating because they absolutely will change the paradigm. That's what I'm noticing. And I'm noticing that they use their art as platforms to express a lot of important issues.
Yeah.
And I look again at Kyrie, who is 10 years old, and when we looked at her art, we were just so touched because what she chose to look at balance the scales. And at the age of 10, she was looking at how do I balance being young creative with academics. That's what she put on when you look at that painting, she's balancing her love for being creative and painting and drawing with having to do schoolwork, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that there's a lot with women in art.
Yeah.
And we've been doing this since 2009 at the Institute of Creative Arts. And it has evolved, it's changed, it's gone small. In COVID, it was virtual. But we continue to believe that, yes, this is an important space. And also, like I said, just to celebrate the creativity and just to come together as women in art is something for us really rewarding, really beneficial. Many women look forward to it.
Yeah, definitely. And I wanted to highlight something you said, Kim, that I think is very important. You said that women shouldn't have to choose between one or the other. And we were also talking earlier before we came on about art being a release for anyone as a human being. And we all need that. It's good for our overall well-being and our mental health. So the Women in Art is providing a space to remind women. So it's okay to have that release. It's okay to be creative. And let's go back to the Women in Art exhibit and show. No, you were telling me about the paint in pairs, and that might still be available.
So Women in Art is a 2-day event. Tonight we have the opening of the art exhibit at 7 p.m. at the Bliss. Free entrance, everybody can come. And tomorrow we have a paid event. It's $45 per pair.
Okay.
And it is facilitated by Artist Gala. This is her 3rd year doing paint in pairs, and it could be a mom and a daughter, 2 friends, 2 co-workers, 2 cousins, 1 granny and a grandchild. All ages, just 2 women, and you paint on 1 canvas, but it's guided. And she's going to do some bonding exercises, some mindfulness. It's always been really uplifting. We get a little emotional every year when we do it because a lot comes out. And you get to enjoy some refreshments and spend time together and create something beautiful that you can take home.
And if for people who want to be involved in
you definitely have to reserve space in advance for that. So you have to reach out to us at the Bliss at 227-2110. We have a few spaces left if you want to come paint in pairs on Saturday. That's also at 7 p.m., but that's Saturday. Tomorrow, tonight is opening night.
Yeah, and then the art exhibit will be running for 2
It will run for the rest of March at the Bliss Center, and you are welcome to come by. That's another thing we've noticed. This is one of our signature art exhibits that we do at the Belize Gallery, and I started last year. I started noticing people just coming in on the lunch hour, asking if they can stop by on the weekend, absolutely you can. The Belize Gallery is open. You're free to come look, and you can buy. That I need to remind. Yes. You will see the little stickers. A number of the art is on sale.
Lovely.
There's handicraft, as I said. There's paintings, and they're for sale. So you can support the women in art as well.
Love that. Oh my gosh, this has been such a great conversation, Kim. I can feel your passion for the women in art. Obviously, you're a woman in art yourself. And the age ranges from the young woman carriers from 10.
The 8. We have some from 8.
to 70 years.
Until 70
Yeah,
years.
they're
So
in their
that shows
70s. Yes,
the range of the artists that are being involved in the Women in Art show. So is there anything else that you want to highlight about Women in Art? Tell the people why.
Oh, well, I need to absolutely thank. This year we had an idea that it's curating and putting this exhibit together is a lot of work. And I said, we always just select one curator. And sometimes it is Gilvano Swayze, sometimes it is a male, sometimes it is a female. This year we said, let's do a collaboration. I absolutely need to thank from the bottom of my heart, Sadie Moore from the Art Shack in Belmopan, and artist Gayla, who co-curated this year, showing how women can. Again, I get emotional because Gayla brought her grandchild one day. I know Sadie, she teaches, she's balancing her business. She's all the way from Belmopan and she commutes. She also put together the layout and design for the publication. They have worked so hard. I also need to thank my staff at the Institute of Creative Arts, the program officers. We have a very young team. And yes, it is, I keep saying about also building relationships. We engage with all these women as the art is coming in. We're getting to know them. We want to encourage them. We definitely want them to continue to paint, to produce, and to just know that we have that support for them to give to women in the arts as part of our mandate at ICA.
Very good. Can you give us some details about the publication?
Yes.
Because you said it's going to be available digitally.
It's going to be available digitally. We will have a code. You'll be able to flip through it and read it at leisure. It's lovely. I started to read some of the poems. I got emotional again. You know, Women in Art makes me very weepy sometimes because, you know, I start to read and I go, wow, we have some talented women writers in Belize. And again, just the range of topics that they touch on in that publication. So I believe it's over 160 pages because there are short stories in there. And so we are just excited to have that be, and then we have the Art of Survival, which was a spoken word priest.
Yeah.
Yes. And so we had the Art of Survival. Last year was Gianni Martinez, Beatrice Jaban, and Jo Marie Lanza, and they presented part 1. This year, you come tonight, you will get to see part 2 of the Art of Survival. That's Jo Marie and Beatrice again, but they will be accompanied by Lirahunu Satuye Dance Club from Dangriga, and so they're going to be combining dance, Garifuna dance, with spoken word.
Oh, that's going to be powerful and
I
beautiful.
definitely.
Wow, so people should definitely come out for the opening.
Yes, you definitely want to be there. It's free. As I said, we have Palotti Strings on the veranda. We have DJ Debbie from San Pedro. So we have our opening ceremony. We have Kyla Gentle, our guest speaker this year, featured guest speaker, a woman in art. She just produced her second poetry publication herself.
Wow.
Yeah, so poetry is big this year at Women in Art. And when we say we love it, like I said, we put them on the wall. I mean, we have a publication, but they are up on the wall because we want to encourage that. Myself as a writer, another life, I know that can sometimes be a very lonely and less seen art form. Unless you're publishing and you're putting out there and you're utilizing social media, which is absolutely the norm nowadays.
Yeah.
But I know that writing, again, is an emotional release, very healing. And sometimes you do this, and it's all artists, we want to share. right? That's the nature of the art. Even if we're doing it for different reasons, we want to engage, we want to connect with another human being. And that's an important part of experiencing an art exhibit, is looking at those pieces, reading those stories, and feeling that human connection. There is a woman out there that is going through something that I may think that only me, you know, and then or you feel empathy. You look and say, I never know Sandra go through that, or I never know that, you know, and I see this in her work, and it's a really powerful moment, right? So, because we have that mutual respect as well. So I think that, you know, we will continue to champion. This is one of our signature programs we do, and we just want everybody to come out and experience it.
Lovely. Well, definitely, I think you sold it.
I agree.
I mean, it's going to be a beautiful event. You know, bringing people together to celebrate art is very important. And thank you so much for your passion. And, you know, highlighting the ages, I think, is very important. So people know that, oh, I could be involved. Because maybe they think it's only for a certain age group, but it's just for women in art.
All women in art. And some women feel, you know, oh, you won't accept me because I've never put my art out. Absolutely not. That's one of the beautiful things about women in art. You will have women like Ingrid Cayetano with an 8-year-old. And that's a part of the rationale, that you feel that this is an inclusive space and that you can learn and you can support each other.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Ms. Kim. This was a beautiful conversation. I mean, you heard it, folks. I think you should come out tonight for the Women in Art opening night.
Opening night,
And it starts at?
7 p.m. at the Belize, and the exhibit will be up for the rest of March. You can stop by at any time. Like I said, feel free to buy a piece of art as well. I know when you see them, you will want to buy.
Awesome. Thank you so much again.
Yes, and congratulations on the hard work. 2009 up to now.
Thank you. Yes.
It's going to be definitely a great one.
Yes. So thank you once again, Ms. Kim. And we're going to take a commercial break now. And when we're back, we'll have more dynamic conversations, hopefully with Fatima. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Glenfield Dennison was caught trying to charge BTL for negotiations on behalf of former workers.
He insists he never charged the workers group a cent and claims the invoice was only a negotiating tactic.
If the invoice was just a negotiating tactic, why would Dennison ask BTL to pay the legal fees as part of settlement? And if BTL had agreed, who would have received payment? Dennison, of course, because he sent the invoice the day after the last negotiations to be considered with the 4.5% interest requested by BCWJ. What's worse, the cost cost of legal work submitted is grossly inflated. Those are senior counsel rates, and Denison is not a senior counsel. As to the tax identification number on the invoice, no such TIN number is registered with GST, so we must also ask whether he is licensed with the FIU as required. There's also the question of whether as a Crown Counsel Denison violated the public service rules which state a judicial and legal officer shall not engage in any private legal work or private business of a legal nature. It's time for him to stop the games and come clean.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corozal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
These charter means aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm Shiri Kelsel, and here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening, with your news and the bureaucrat.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Glenfield Denison was caught trying to charge BTL for negotiations on behalf of former workers.
He insists he never charged the workers group a cent and claims the invoice was only a negotiating tactic.
If the invoice was just a negotiating tactic, why would Denison ask BTL to pay the legal fees as part of settlement? And if BTL had agreed, who would have received payment? Denison, of course, because he sent the invoice the day after the last negotiations to be considered with the 4.5% interest requested by BCWJ. What's worse, the cost of legal work submitted is grossly inflated. Those are senior counsel rates, and Denison is not a senior counsel. As to the tax identification number on the invoice, no such TIN number is registered with GST, so we must also ask whether he is licensed with the FIU as required. There's also the question of whether as a Crown Counsel Denison violated the public service rules which state a judicial and legal officer shall not engage in any private legal work or private business of a legal nature. It's time for him to stop the games and come clean.
Muy buenos dias, beautiful Sunup on 7 family. Welcome back to your Friday episode. Just before the commercial break, we had a great conversation with Women in Art. Tonight is the opening night at the Belize, and you're welcome to join them. It's a free event. Go out there and support your favorite women and embrace women in their creativity. We move on to our next conversation. It's Women's Month, and Dance with Fatima is having amazing, amazing free classes for you to go ahead, enjoy, make connections with other women, but of course, have a healthy, beautiful experience. To give us those details, we're joined by the famous Gretchen Fatima here on our set.
Thank you.
Fatima,
Hi,
good morning.
good
How are you
morning,
doing
good
today?
morning, good morning. Thank you for having me here.
How is your energy this Friday? 1 to 10.
All the time.
All the time. I love it. Today we're not
Thank you.
dancing, but today you
No,
brought some
yes.
guests
Yes.
with us. You know,
Yes,
so
yes.
introduce who you brought with you today.
Yes, please. So I have, because remember I have 3 classes,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So in this case, I would like to invite these beautiful people that joined me today.
I love it. Yes.
Right? So they will represent each of the classes, right? Like Miss Linda here, she represents for Belmopan.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hello.
Coming from Belmopan.
Shout out to Belma Pan.
Yes, right. And we have here Miss Angie, that Angie represents the Belize City community, like
love it.
Body 2000, right? And this beautiful lady here, the lady here, we love to say like she's our ballerina, right? Recently ballerina, so Miss Mila, right? And we have a Miss Dan that she represents also Belize City, but in this case, Caribbean Motors.
Okay. Wow. So everybody goes to their own particular place
Yes.
to
Yes.
have a moment with you.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
It's so beautiful to see how, like, over the years, you've been connecting with people and having more venues and more people connecting
Yeah.
to your classes, which is Dance with Fatima.
All right.
Yeah. How do you feel about that? You know, Fatima, like seeing the growth, seeing more women come.
Yeah.
You know, how does that make you feel?
Well, I'm so happy and grateful because this community that I have been building for all over these years, right, is a huge event for me. It's an impact in my life. So that's why I decided today, this year, right, to give back that to the community in general, to my community as well, because I said that it's Zumba family. I call them my Zumba family. So I would like to give back that, the support that they was giving me for all over these years. Only for the institutions as well and the organizations that they support Dance with Fatima, have support Dance with Fatima. So that's what I want to say. Thank you to all of them.
Very well. Let's get to know some of your guests. You know, before we get into the details about the free classes that you're going to be providing. Let's start with Miss Linda.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes, so representing Belmo Pan.
Representing Belmo Pan. You know, like, I'm curious, like, what motivated you to say, I'm going to go and have an experience and dance with Fatima?
Yeah.
And how would you, like, rate your overall experience?
Oh, for me to be here, that says a lot. I started doing the Zumba classes when Ministry of Health and the Taiwan Embassy did the Love Your Heart exercise. That was like 2 years or 3 years ago. And there was a group of us that actually loved the dancing class. For me to get out and dance, it was a new experience. And we started talking to Fatima. I became friends with Fatima, and I started to encourage her to come back and do classes because a lot of us wanted to continue after the program was done. So we reached out to her, and we managed to get enough people to support and pay and have her come to Belmopan. And we've been doing it since. And we have, we invite people to come because Belmopan people not like come out. So it's something to do. And trust me, you don't have to do the steps the exact way. Come out, experience it. Do your least steps. It's exercising. It's fun. And Fatima gives the energy.
I agree. Definitely. That's such a beautiful testimony to share, Miss Linda. What is, like, one takeaway from your experience with Dance with Fatima?
It keeps you fit. It's something to look forward to. I look forward to my Mondays, right? And it brings people together because a lot of people in Belmopan live there. I know them. We see them on the daily. But being with them for so long, we become friends. So that, like, we come and we plan our little events, and we do things together as a family. And Fatima became that family and brought us together.
I love that. Congratulations, Fatima.
Thank you.
I can see you blushing right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's definitely showing that it's community building, community building and bringing people together.
And I came in yesterday, so I got to experience the Belize City vibes of it. It's different. from Belmopan. These ladies know how to move because I think they've been doing it longer than Belmopan. So I had to like catch steps.
I love it. I love
But
it.
it was fun.
Yes.
Yeah, so I wanted to bring you in, Ajali, so you're representing Belize City, yes? So she was talking about the vibe is different. Tell us a little bit about that and your experience with
So I've been with Fatima for maybe a little over a year. I joined because of my friends. I have two friends, Karim and Sharon, and they were like, you need to try this. I've seen her, you need to try this. So I started off with her. And I think I have a little advantage over these ladies here because she has Body 2000 classes Tuesday and Thursday, and I always go there. And one of the things for this past year, other than the community, it's a family like what Miss Linda and Fatima have said, but it is exercising without feeling like it's exercise. It's always very energetic. It's fun. And one of the things that I have said, it's just a confidence boost to be able to look at yourself in that mirror and just know that, okay, I'm moving my body with intentions. I'm just having fun while staying active, being fit. One of the things I heard one of the ladies that attend the classes, she said, I went to Tikal and it feels so good to be able to walk up and down and not have to like she said, they have younger females and then it's struggle and it feels so good to be able to just move. And so I've always encouraged women, men. It's something that people think it's Zumba dance, only females go there. No. But there are men involved. I've seen Kevin at one or two sessions. It's very enjoyable.
Yeah.
And one of the things also is that Fatima always says, you don't have to have the step exact, but just move, have fun. This is what it is about. So that's one
We
of
have
the
to encourage more men to come out. Our one is strictly ladies right now.
That is true. That is so true. Let's bring Ms. Dawn into the conversation. We know like Dance with Fatima usually takes an hour, right? And she will take you through different genres of music, which I absolutely love because you don't even know what's next, but people already have a favorite that they're looking forward to. I'm going to ask you, Ms. Dawn, what is your favorite genre that you engage with Fatima? Soca. Okay. And tell us, what's your overall experience engaging with this classes?
Well, so far my experience is I look forward to it. I was invited by another woman, Miss Judy, that works in the business world. You have a hectic day, and she invited me, and that decompress that you get that feeling. You could laugh. You see other ladies, young and old, all ages, and coming together, having fun, and doing something good for their bodies. So that's my experience.
I love it. Yeah, that's great. You know, like it's so beautiful to hear.
Yeah,
you know?
it is. Wow, check out that picture with all the group.
Yeah, look at wow.
Oh, that's
Belmopan
group. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
that was for the color run.
Yes.
Belmopan. Yeah.
Wow.
Belmopan representing.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, so we want to get the lovely Miss Mila in the conversation. So, Miss Mila, how did you get involved with Dance with Fatima? She can't grab you out of class? What happened? No, I'm just teasing you. How did you? She was like, really? How did you get involved with Dance with Miss Fatima?
So when I just came at Body 2000, and then Mark, he brought me upstairs with Miss Fatima, and then I was just dancing because I like the music, and I was dancing from I was small, from I was a little baby, and I like to learn new songs.
Okay, do you take any of your friends there so that they can learn as well? Will you? No, you want to be the only star in the show?
I love it. So you're dancing for an hour. How do you feel at the end of the hour?
Good.
Yeah? Are you like tired? Are you sweaty?
No.
I'm just sweaty.
But it's also a great experience, no?
Yeah. And what's your favorite dance music? What's your favorite type of music to dance to?
Do what you want.
Do what you want. That song.
The soca one.
Oh, the soca one. Do what you want.
Because you do what you want.
Oh.
Yeah.
She loved that one.
Yeah.
I love it.
So this is really beautiful what you've done, Fatima. So
Thank you.
congratulations. Sorry, Kevin.
Go for it, yeah.
I was going to say, dancing is a very big part of overall health, mental health as well. Dance has been proved to reduce depression as well. You know what I mean? It gives you a good release. There's so many happy hormones. I have a list here, and you can get them like usually all during dance. So you have endorphins that usually happens with laughter and exercise. So you did do that today, Fatima. Also dopamine kick, that's with music and self-care. You're doing that as well, darling. And then you also have oxytocin, which is like hugging and communicating with people, and things like that. So I think it's super important that, we remind people of that, because sometimes you can just feel down, but you can just get up and start moving your body, and it helps to increase these chemical reactions and changes that can happen in your mind and in your entire body to help you feel better. So kudos to you, Chica. That's what you're doing.
Yeah.
I keep my little. I have my little.
Yes.
I have a little write up of it to remind myself, because dancing definitely helped me. When I was having my mental health battles and depression, I always tell people I danced my way through depression. Dance and yoga.
Funny, because it's the same thing with me.
Yeah.
I told Fatima, I actually wrote a little article on it because of that. She didn't know, and when I started like pushing for more of the classes, I explained to her, I was going through my own mental things and stuff like that. And dancing was my way of getting out. I looked forward to coming to dance and feeling good around people. I never care what people say around me. I did dance, but it was, for me, refreshing, and it helped. So,
Yeah, definitely.
and that's why I keep inviting people. You don't know what it can do for you until you come out and try it.
That is true, and that's like the story here that we're hearing. Like, everybody was invited by a friend to come and have this experience, right? You were able to like get there, engage with it, feel it for yourself, and be like, I like this feeling. I want other people to come and experience this, and that's how all of you have been referred and reeled in to like have an amazing time with Dance with Fatima. I absolutely like. If I can share that, I love is that it's a safe space.
Right.
I absolutely love the safe space.
Welcome.
Like, it's such a confidence booster. Like, everybody is conscious that I may not get the steps right. And that's absolutely okay, right? Because I feel like often we're bombarded that we have to be perfect in dancing. And you're like, I may not get it today, but with practice I will. But definitely the energy that you bring, Fatima, and encouragement is beautiful for people to show up. Which is good, And I love like going, maybe there's like 2 or 3 guys in between, all women. But it totally feels like a family and a great community, which is so beautiful to experience.
Thanks.
So you're giving free classes now, Fatima.
Yes.
And celebration of Women's Month.
About what you are saying too, right? It's like, I think like this class is not only exercise, because people will think, oh, it's just dance, it's just exercise. It's not only for that. It's like they say, you will go there not only for that, you want to feel confident, you want to feel happy, because when you finish, this time that we are working, the work and the house and everything, the family, and it's a lot, right, around the world in general, right? And when you go there, you forget about everything. You just think about the dance, laugh with the rest, connect with the people, laugh and enjoy it and have a good time. So I think that it's not only exercise. You are happy. It's
more.
That is true.
Exactly. You are happy.
I can see where I can forget everything, because everything I'm doing is looking at your feet. I'm like, I'm trying to see where Fatima's feet go, right?
Exactly.
My mind is like, focus on your feet.
Exactly. So after that, you don't know, like, oh my goodness, I need to wash. Oh my goodness, I need to cook. Oh no, you don't pay attention of none of that, right? So in that moment, it's you. So that's why I say, and I'm encouraged to each woman, like, this time is for you. So this is our moment that we can celebrate each other. We can celebrate that we are women. Everybody, of course, is welcome, right? But we are speaking about the Women's Month, right? So this is the opportunity to, to feel happy, to connect with more people, socialize, like feel confident, and empowered. So this is a place where you can feel like that. Like, you can relieve your stress in the day.
Was this like a dream of yours?
Yes. I always, like this lady say that she likes to dance that since she's small, right? Well, same. I always love to dance. So this was my passion. But I never knew that I will came to Belize and the Belize will give me this opportunity. Never in my life I knew it that something like this will happen. Yep.
Oh.
So Belize, give me the opportunity. I'm so
Love it. We're so proud of
I'm
you.
very
We're
grateful
so
for
proud
that.
of you.
Please give me the opportunity to do my dreams.
I love
Make
that.
my dreams real.
I love that. So, like, give us the details about where can people
Yeah.
come for these free dance classes that you're going to
Yes. Well, the days, it will be Monday, 16. It will be at the Belmont Pan, and it will be at 5:30. Right? 1 hour where we will just, dance. So please, for everybody, bring your rag because you need to hype, soca time, right? And the water and your towel because you will sweat, right? And energy to have an amazing time.
Yes.
Right? So, and the purple, yes, thank you. Thank you very much. And wear something purple.
Okay.
Please, because we are representing women, we are celebrating us, right? And the next day will be Tuesday, 17. It will be at Body 2000, right? I always have problem to pronounce that, to say the correct pronunciation. So that will be at 6:30.
Okay.
Right? And same, the same vibe, right? And the next one will be March 25th. It will be in Caribbean Motors in the showroom. So it will be at 5:30. So
Very well.
same.
3 free classes that
Yes,
you're going to be
3 free classes for the community, free classes for women to celebrate us and have a good time together.
Do you have a limit for attendees or
No.
as many persons as the group
As
can
many
fit?
persons. We need to fit there. If this pack, we will make it. We will make it to have fun. Don't worry about that. When you go to a party and it's packed, everybody's still dancing,
That
right?
is true. That is so true, yes.
We will do that. We will do that. Everybody can fit. So we will see. We will make it possible.
I love it. I love
yes.
And would you ladies like to add or say anything to encourage someone who may be a little shy, sitting at home, thinking like, oh, I want to go, but maybe I don't know.
Living
Or they-
vicariously through you.
Yeah, or they're feeling, shy, or they're thinking like, oh, I don't have anybody to go with. They don't want to go alone. What would you say to that person?
Well, I would want to say Bamapan, come out, because I know a lot of people post about Dance with Fatima and don't know what it's about or fear, what people will think of me and stuff like that. Come out, it's free. It's your time to experience it and see if you really like it. Who knows, you might enjoy it. So come on.
Yeah, I love that. Like one thing I've noticed that people would start at the back. And next
Yes.
thing you know, like they are center.
Yes, that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
That was you, Miss You.
Yes.
Tell us about. They started in the back.
Yes, I want to say that to all those who think that I can't dance, I don't want to go. No, it's nothing like that. I can't dance, I go, and it's nobody watches you. Nobody judges you on what you're doing, your steps. So just come out.
Yeah, and that judgment and all of that happens in your mind.
In your mind,
Yes.
exactly.
That
Yes.
big voice. Of
Yes.
Like, you can't do that. You
Thinking
can't dance.
somebody's watching you.
No one's watching.
No.
I want to say that I want to encourage everyone to come out. I started at the back, and I went alone. Back. Way to the back.
Very close to the wall.
Yeah, close to the wall. And I went alone, and I'm very shy. And so I went alone, and from being almost the wall, I am now all the way at the front.
Nice.
Front and center. And I want to be able to say it's all in your mind. If you just need to take that one step and just like be there. And all that
Show up.
judgment, all that just goes away. If you have 2 left feet, don't worry.
Don't worry.
Come and enjoy yourself.
Yes.
It's a great way to just, after the day is finished, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, you have kids, you have, home to tend to, and it's just a great way to just like release.
Have a time with yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just do it for you, show up for you, and it takes one class. One step. It just takes one step to be able to continue with it. It's very good for mental health, physical health. It's always such an amazing class. It feels so good to laugh with everyone because you go there and it's like, okay, I will say I went there and I never know nobody. Now I know everybody.
Right.
And
It's
it feels
true.
it feels like it's a family. So I will always encourage everyone to just go show up for you. anything else, just say, I'm doing this for me today.
Awesome.
So it is a free
I
class.
like
Take
that.
advantage of it.
Yes, it's an act of self-love.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what it is.
That's what
Fatima,
it's
you're
like.
changing lives, girl.
Thank you, love.
One dance class at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Indeed.
it's beautiful. Thank you so much, ladies, for
Thank
coming
you so
out.
much for joining us.
Yes, for joining us today. And thank you, Miss Mila. Anything else you want to say before we wrap up this conversation? You want to encourage people to come out to the dance classes? You want to tell us how? Why they should come out? No? You're going to be there, though, right? Okay, so they can come and see you? Okay.
Yeah.
You can come out and dance with Miss Mila, yes?
Yes.
All righty.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes,
One
go
last
ahead.
thing?
Yeah, yes, I would like to add that thank you to Miss Judy, and because I will have raffles, I will have giveaway, right?
Giveaway.
Giveaway.
Yes. Tell us
Giveaway,
about the
yes,
giveaways,
the
honey.
giveaway for each class. So it's important that they know that they will have that too. It's a way
Little
to celebrate
encouragement.
us too, right?
What is
I
it, a
would
giveaway
say
for the
thank
best
you to Miss
dancer, for the
Judy.
one that can squat the lowest?
Yeah.
Because those squats, Fatima, like,
Oh,
my
my.
God.
All right, the squat. And the jumping jack and all of that.
Yeah. Or the
running.
Or the running. Right,
Yeah.
right. So I would like to
big
add that in the conversation, like thank you, Miss Judy from Caribbean Tires. They are supporting me in that case, and also with Caribbean Motors, Body 2000, Civic Center. Thank you, all of them, for giving the opportunity to do those classes there.
Definitely.
This
Thank
is
you.
beautiful, yes?
Yes.
And what you want to tease them what the giveaway could be? Maybe that'll bring somebody out.
No,
No,
I
it's a
don't know.
surprise.
I can't. It's a surprise.
Yes.
Yes,
There's more
a
than
surprise.
one giveaway, though.
Yes, it will be more than one.
There's more than one giveaway.
Yeah,
Okay,
for
well,
each class.
For each class.
Yeah.
wow, that's
And
good
it's
to
3
know.
classes.
All right, so 3 classes. Again, they are this Monday, the 15th, and that will be at 5:30 in Belmopan.
Yes.
We also have the second class will be on the 17th, Tuesday, at Body 2000. That will be at 6:30.
Yes.
The final class will be on March 25th, and that will be at Caribbean Motors, 5:30. Again, ladies and gentlemen, free classes. Dance with Fatima. It's going to be fun. It's going to be great. These ladies are living testimonies. Fatima's changing lives. So if you want to change your life, you should come out to the Dance with Fatima.
That is
Free
true.
classes happening,
It's fun.
Kevin. Yeah.
It's really fun.
Yeah,
really, really fun.
I've been in and out. I danced past yesterday.
It's really, really, really fun. I highly recommend it.
Yeah,
Thank you.
definitely. So
Yeah.
thank you once again.
Thank you for having us here.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for this
Thank you.
opportunity.
Thank you, ladies. All right, so we will go to a commercial break, and when we're back, we will be speaking with Pathlight. Stay tuned.
These charter means aren't
We're navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023
Good evening.
Good evening. I'm Sherry Culsel.
And here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening with your news and the bureaucrat.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Rotavirus is a leading cause of severe watery diarrhea and vomiting in young children. It can lead to dangerous dehydration and hospital visits. The good news? The rotavirus vaccine is now available countrywide. It is given in drops at 2, 4, and 6 months of age. Protect your child. Visit your nearest health clinic today.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you never in the kitchen. Mama going back in there right now. And the coffee maker?
Just to try keep me the coffee warm for later.
Where do you know?
I'll try think about what to eat.
You know, the more you open or close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool. For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You charge your phone right now? No. Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 socks and 1 shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large loads?
But this is my favorite shirt.
You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC, they blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
Welcome to the V Department Store. We are conveniently located on Coney Drive in Belize City. That's right on Coney Drive in Belize City. At the V Department Store, we offer a wide variety of groceries, cosmetics, kitchen appliances, kitchenware, electronics, and more. We've also recently expanded to the second floor to better meet your household and office furniture needs. We now have a wide variety of furniture, home decor, and accessories. We have a shared vision for a comfortable and customer-friendly shopping experience. Visit us today and be warmly greeted by our reasonable prices and cordial staff. The V Department Store. Experience the ultimate shopping destination.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to your Friday episode of Sunup on 7. Thank you so much for welcoming Miriam and I and our guests that come through today's episode. We're super, super grateful for your time and for your company. Move on to our last conversation on this Friday. And we're having a talk with Pathlight, and Pathlight is here to talk about their scholarship opportunities. To give us this insight, we're going to be having a conversation with the CEO of Pathlight Belize, Ms. Luani Cayetano. Luani, good morning.
Good morning.
How is the energy today from 1 to 10?
Oh, 10.
10. I love it.
Yes.
Right off the bat. Yes.
10.
Actually, we're going to be dancing today too, yeah?
Okay. Yes.
I love it. I love it. Next to you, we have Zimari. Zimari is a second form Pathlight scholarship recipient attending St. Catherine's Academy. Zimari, good morning.
Morning.
How are you feeling today?
Nervous.
Nervous. Okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's totally fine. It's your first time on television? Okay.
Well, you're doing great.
You're doing great.
And you look
Definitely.
even better, so you'll be fine.
you.
Yeah, so we're going to be talking to you in a bit about how your experience with Pathlight is, okay? And next to you, we have Ms. Cherise Ferguson, Sponsorship Director at Pathlight Belize.
Good morning.
Good morning, Ms. Cherise.
Good morning.
Hi, morning, guys.
What's your Friday vibe? What's your energy?
Energy, I guess, at 10 like Miss Luani. It's Friday, end of
It's
the week,
Friday,
and the weekend
yeah.
is here.
Yeah.
Okay.
We know like you are into soca. Are we dancing soca today?
We can.
We can.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very like we come out in the same carnival group, you know?
Oh,
Ay, ay,
So
ay.
yeah, I'm sorry for putting you know like
Right.
for putting you out there. on
Well,
the
it's
spot.
already there.
Yeah.
It's already
Yes.
No,
Put the
we
foot-
love
yeah.
it. We love it. No, we love it.
Yeah.
So thank you
Pathlight,
so much
yes.
for joining us today, having this conversation.
Thanks for having
Yeah.
us.
With
So let's get
Kevin and
started.
I.
You know, like Lawani, we've had conversations with Pathlight in the past, but in case there's somebody new that's connecting to this episode, can you give us an introduction as to like what Pathlight is and what kind of work you're doing in the country?
So we are an NGO operating in Belize. We have been here for 18 years. Actually, this is now our 19th birthday here.
Okay.
Yeah, so we've been here a good time. And we started just with a heart for education. We saw a need. We started in the Belmopan area and just saw that, you know, there were students in Standard 6 and we would ask, you know, do you think you're going to go to high school? And the answer was no, not really. And the whys, you know, like the financial issues, the support, you know, no one else in their family had done so. And so that's how the organization started, just with a heart for how do we make students go to high school. And over time, we found that it's not just to go to high school, it's to stay in high school and then graduate from high school and then continue on. So the organization has really grown with what it means to not just get into high school, but to finish, to thrive, to excel, to go on to do, you know, university degrees or, you know, to own their own business. We have students that were with us and they're finished and they have their own business, right? So it's really following the life of an individual. And for us, like, what a joy. So I wasn't there at the beginning, Nurse Cherise, but to be able to be a part of that story, a part of that impact has been really beautiful. And so what we do is we offer scholarships to students, but it's not just the scholarship. We cover the tuition and fees, but we also wrap students around with love and excitement and enthusiasm and a mentor to make them thrive, because our belief is that they will be the leaders of this country. They will change, they will transform Belize, right? And then we also work with teachers. That's a big part of, you know, students spend a lot of their time in a classroom. And so we want to make sure that our students are excelling and that they have teachers that can support them in that excellation, right? And so it's really a joy to be able to do this work. We operate in 3 centers. So we have a center in Belmopan, here in Belize City, and in Orange Walk. And so we have students in all of those centers. And then our national impact is our teacher training. So we train teachers across the country.
I love it. Thank you so much for giving us the orientation into Pathlight Belize. Ms. Cherise, I want to just continuing on the conversation from what Luwani shared, knowing, you know, like the challenges that students face, you know, to be able to be their best selves in school and also like, you know, take off all these barriers that they're going through that limits their, you know, their engagement and their productivity. How does Pathlight provide that support? Yeah.
Well, that's the where our Sponsorship Plus, thus the title of our program being Sponsorship Plus, because it's not just about the financial support for tuition, books, uniform, and you know what the direct needs for school, high school, but it's the support services that Ms. Luwani mentioned. The mentoring. We have mentors at each center that works directly one-on-one with our students during our after-school program. So each mentor has approximately about 20 to 25 or so average students that they mentor throughout, you know, the academic year.
Yeah.
And included the after-school program, we have tutoring, we have spiritual formation and character development sessions. So it's like life skills sessions, not just looking at the spiritual side, but also life skills, you know, developing their confidence, their esteem, other critical life skills that will help them throughout high school and beyond. We also have counseling where needed. So the tutoring, the counseling, and other support where students might have challenges, those would come into play. We offer that service when needed, you know. But the mentoring, the leadership program that we offer as well for our second, third, and fourth form students. We have emerging, aspiring, emerging, and impact leaders. So all these pieces that we add as part of our after-school program is what gives them that additional support, guidance, and structure to help them throughout their high school journey. We do have, we work, although we have the team, the Sponsorship Plus team, is always more Pathlight team as well, because our students know, yes, they have a mentor, but they can come and speak to Fisheries, they can speak to our admin staff, they can speak to our finance, you know, so we build relationships across the centers or across our organization, not just those that are staff members of the Sponsorship Plus team. So that's how we wrap around our students, and we also offer support for the parents. We do have a parenting program as well, where we deliver 10 sessions over the life of the academic year, on weekends or evenings. What's best for the parents? Now we want to make sure that they are able to come, and it's just tips on how to work with your adolescents, challenges that they might face, what are strategies that they can use, parenting styles, discipline, measures, and so on, building relationship with your young person and helping them as they transition, letting go a bit. When they're younger, they are more dependent, they need more support. As they transition to adolescence, letting go a bit, giving that support as they transition to adulthood. So we look at the life cycle and work with our parents. And it's not, we don't take that approach of we're telling you what to do or what not to do as a parent, but let's hear your story. And we form a community as well among the parents, because they share their experiences and know that they're not in this alone.
And that's the flagship of our program is, as I said, so as Sharice was mentioning, there's the sponsorship, right? So there's the tuition and fees. But what makes our program different from just offering a high school scholarship is our after school, that being able to wrap the student around with everything that them and their family need to kind of thrive, to make it through, right? And because that's the only way they'll be prime minister, or they'll be, the head of all of our banks and the head of our hospitals, if they know that from a young age they're supported and they have the tools that they need to excel.
Definitely. I love, like, it's like a full service to your scholarship recipients. And I say this because often there's people that get scholarships and there's just the expectation that you're supposed to meet the requirements to be able to get the continuation of the scholarship. And then you're like, so much pressure that the person's gonna be experiencing, to be able to meet the demands of what comes with my scholarship. But here you are. Of course, there's certain requirements for them to keep their scholarship, but you're providing that support for them to be able to excel holistically as a student, which is absolutely beautiful.
It is.
I love to hear that,
Yeah, definitely.
kind of like responding to the needs that the young person is going through and supporting the family too.
I agree with you, Kevin. Like, I was making so many notes, like, this is so beautiful. Teacher
You have
training.
to come visit our center then.
Yes, I would love to. Teacher training, a parent assistance, mentorship, life skills. It's an overall community building to help not just the recipient, but also the parent and the teacher, so that everyone is doing well.
Yes, exactly.
Excelling. So
Definitely.
I love it. Kudos to you, ladies. Thank you. We're
So
going
we
to
have
dance and celebrate later for that.
Yeah, I just want to quickly share a comment from our Facebook Live. It says, I love this. They are not just paying for physical needs, but they're treating the student as a whole. This is a good education. This is what a good education is all about. So there you go. You're giving your flowers.
You guys are getting your flowers. So let's bring Miss Zamari in the conversation. How has your experience been as the scholarship recipient?
Well, I can say that before Pathlight, I was a very shy person. I wasn't as outgoing as I am now. Like, now I'm the vice president of this robotics club at my school. I'm the secretary of a dance club that me and my friends created at my school. I'm the president of the Aspiring Leaders for Leadership at Pathlight. And I am in many other groups at school, because now I love to participate in things. I would love to be in everything if I could, but I can't be at this more than one places at the same time. So I try to limit myself. But thanks to Pathlight and everything that they've done for me, I can say that I've evolved. I've really have a lot of growth, and it really has helped me Like as I said, right now I am nervous, but thanks to the CEO and the director, I do feel a little more calmer. I know that I will do good. And they always push me to reach my full potential. Like I can just go to Pathlight, maybe I'm feeling down or I'm crying. I can go to my mentor, Miss Tricia. Or I can even step into Miss Lohanie's office if she's there, or Miss Sharice's office if she's there, and talk to them about how I'm feeling. And I don't feel afraid to talk to them. I know that whatsoever I say to them, they won't judge me because they're not like that. They'll just listen to me and advise me the best that they could.
That's a beautiful testimony, Zimari. Thank you so much for sharing.
Absolutely beautiful.
So for there, so we're here to talk about the scholarship opportunities.
Yeah.
So Zimari, for any student that's, I guess, in standard 6 and thinking, you know, like, I would like to go to school, I would like to continue my education, and this is a great opportunity for them. What word of advice would you have to give?
Great question.
I would say that choose Pathlight because it's not only financial that it will help you with. It helps you with a lot of many other things. I mean, you make friends, you have more opportunities. There are more experiences, and it really helps you a lot. Like back with leadership, as I said, I'm the vice president, secretary, and president of different clubs. And it has really made me realize that not everyone has the same leadership style, and not every leadership style is correct. The leadership style that I noticed that I better with really helps me because at first I didn't know I didn't even know about leadership styles, and now I do. And it helps me to realize that more people are sensitive than others, and I need to watch how I talk to others because I am a very outspoken person. And I just need to have more patience and really focus on my different characteristics. I really have to watch what I'm doing.
Sounds like you have a lot of self-awareness now that you've been at Pathlight. So you're encouraging people to come out to evolve and grow, just as you have. Awesome.
So
Were you gonna add?
Yes, I can add to that. We launched our applications for the 2026-2027 school year. We launched on February 16th, and the deadline or the closing for submissions is March 20th, so next Friday.
Next Friday.
Persons have a week to go before that cutoff. And what we do as part of our recruitment for our scholarships or sponsorship program is to go out to the schools. So our mentors, our team have gone out to the schools, or we invite some that come to our center to share about Pathlight, what we offer, what we provide, go through the requirements for the application, and reiterate the deadline and so forth. So that's how we promote to the various schools, and we have been promoting it as well online through our social media pages and website, so that there's various opportunities to apply, whether they're hard copy or online version. One of the things I want to mention as well about our program is that we get students upon entry to high school, and then we carry them through. So there's one entry point. You can't going into third form, and things have financially, or you need that support, and you want to become a Pathlight student. We accept upon going into first form, and then we carry them through their 4 years of high school, and then there's another application process, vetting process for tertiary, continuing on to tertiary. So we do have tertiary students as well. So currently we have about 232 students we are serving and working with, 178 high schoolers and 54 tertiary students.
I love that.
Oh,
I love
wow.
that.
Lovely.
So
we carry them through the entire
All right, thank you. So my question is, you mentioned that there's the 3 Pathlight centers in the country.
Yeah.
The people that are applying for scholarships have to reside in these areas, or can it be from other parts of the country?
Yeah, so they have to go to school where our centers
Have to go to the
are.
school,
Right,
but then
so
they'll have to-
they can come from surrounding areas, but they have to go to school where our centers operate,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And why is that? Is because part of our program is that we require them to come to the center.
After
Got
school.
it.
It's they have to participate in the after-school program. We ask that they're there at least 3 days for the week. 2 days, 1 day is like homework help and that support projects, working on that. Another day is for the SFCD sessions, and then the third day is club day. So and one of those days too includes the leadership.
Yes.
So we do have, we have a schedule, we have a program, and so that's part of the requirement
Okay.
to be. So we're not there just to intervene when there are issues or when students fall behind. We're there to
Okay.
support you along, because the
Right.
thing is developing you. So
Yeah.
you can be excelling, but you're still required to be a part of our program, because we, that's where we encourage peer mentorship as well. You know, you that are a student that's doing well, somebody that might be struggling a bit, they can be a support to their
Yeah.
peers.
Right,
So
right.
it's not just for the interventions or the support.
Yeah.
Is not just
When
for
there's a
those-
crisis.
When there's a crisis, we're there trying to develop the entire student throughout. So
Yeah.
that's why we require that they go to school in where our
centers are. And we celebrate them when they do well. I mean, 4.0 over here.
What?
Right? And that's a big part of our program. So one of the requirements is that you have high academic potential, right? We want to know that you, regardless of the situations you're facing, regardless of the storms that might come in your life, you are a high achiever, that all these things you will zero down, you will buckle down, you'll do well, and then you'll get help. You'll get support from us as you go along, right, to get that 4.0. But then also you have to have high financial need,
Yes.
right? And so that's another component. And we ask in the application, we have a way that you demonstrate that part, right? So your report cards, the high financial need, and then there are other elements in the application that you have to fill out.
Very good. Before we continue and we start wrapping up this conversation, Zimari, we have a viewer saying, "I am so proud of this young lady."
Yes.
She's like, she's so smart, and I
We
wish her
are.
all the best in her future endeavors. Keep up the good work.
Yes, you're getting praises in the chat.
There you
Samari.
go.
There was another comment that I saw, Kevin, that said, "This young lady is so articulate and so well spoken and so popular." And I was like looking at you and you were talking, and I was like,
It's the Pathlight imprint.
It's
right?
there it is.
Everybody? Yeah.
We take full credit.
All right, so it's time for us to start winding down this conversation, and we're going to say thank you so much for joining us
Yes,
to
thank you
let
for
our
having
viewers
us.
know that there's a
Us.
scholarship opportunity for you to join the Pathlight family. The deadline is March 20th.
Yes.
You have
Next week.
a week to go.
A week to go, yeah.
Yeah. So I just want to ask, for anybody that's tuned in that is interested in applying to the scholarship, what are some tips that you would like to give them to have a proper application so that they can become a Pathlight scholar?
Recipient, yeah.
Oh, that's a great question. I would say just show that you want to transform the country. Like show in your application, show us that this is really important for you and your own growth, your family, but that you want more for Belize. Right, and what that more might look like. Our hope, as I said, is when you ask any of our staff that we will have the Prime Minister coming from Pathlight, that we will have, the movers and shakers, people that own their own companies will be Pathlight recipient students, right? And so, show in your application that you have this desire to help transform Belize.
I like that.
Yeah.
What would you
I
say?
love that. What would, yes.
Any recommendation for them to
What would they should they put in
what
their
should they put in their
application?
application?
I would say to be outgoing. In my opinion, it's better to be unique than to be like everyone else. For example, what you said about my name, that it's unique. I will say that everyone is unique in their own way, but recently in Belize, we have a lot of lawyers, a lot of nurses, a lot of people that just want to go into the same career. And I would say choose something that no one would expect you to choose. Choose something that will help to change the world, that will help to evolve yourself, that will leave an imprint for the day that you leave, because it's better to be someone that does everything and everyone knows your name for a good reason, rather than someone that does everything and everyone knows your name for a bad reason.
I did vote for she. But I did vote for you. When you run, I did vote for you. That was very
So
well
inspiring,
said. So
yes.
inspiring and well said. Thank you so much, Amar. You're getting a lot of praises again in here.
Yes.
In the chat, people are saying they're singing your praises. So, you know,
Yeah.
you say you were saying you were a shy person, but not anymore.
No.
Definitely not.
No
Yes.
more, definitely.
Anything you wanted to add to that, Ms. Ferguson? About any tips or advice for people who want to apply to the program?
Echo what my colleague and student has said. Just make sure that they complete the application fully. I mean, we have everything that's required in there, and it includes an essay as well. So
It
for the
does.
student, you know, express yourself, articulate yourself well, fully responding to the questions that we've asked, and just hope for the best.
That is true.
So
Yeah.
just
That is
following through and submit a complete application.
Yes.
Sometimes, you know, might tend to be rushing and just want to get it in, but if it's incomplete, then,
Then
you
it's
know,
not gonna
so
work.
definitely follow
Yeah.
the guidelines.
Yeah.
And they can be submitted at either of our centers, and
Okay.
you know, we'll do our processes, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
we wish everyone the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know we're wrapping up this conversation, Kevin, but I just had to
yes.
ask real quick. I wanted to ask because this is such an amazing program that you all are. This is amazing. Will there be, or is there talks for a future expansion in other districts? And
Absolutely. Our dream, apart from having, you know, students be the leaders, is to be in every center.
Okay,
But
so
that does every district.
every
I'm sorry, to
district,
have
a
a
center?
center in every district. Thank
Okay,
you.
so
But
great.
the problem, or maybe the challenge there, is the financial resources
Right.
to that. It's very expensive to run one of our centers.
Okay.
And so we've been really trying to be intentional about bringing local business partners alongside us.
All right.
So we're hoping, like, we would love to open next in Dangriga. We already know, like, where it would be and what it would look like.
lovely.
But what we really need is business partners to come alongside us. We're prepared to kind of match whatever support, but we need, you know, Belizean companies. It's a Belizean-run organization to
Okay.
come alongside us.
All right,
Yeah,
so that's an invitation to
Yes.
any,
Right.
you know, potential, you know, people who want to be involved with Pathlight, you know,
Yes.
business owners, stakeholders, that they can contact you.
They can get in touch with us, and we'll have a conversation about what partnership can look like.
Very well.
Lovely.
Yeah, we know that there are a lot of companies, there are a lot of individuals that have a heart for education, and so we want to say, you know, come alongside us, work with us, so that we can expand across the country.
I
Yeah.
love that. Thank you.
Great. And as we wrap up, Zimari, your mom and your grandmother are in the
Yes,
chat
are in the
also,
chat.
saying they're incredibly proud of you. And they're also grateful for Pathlight for giving Zimari the opportunity
Yeah.
to excel and, you know, be who she is.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Folks,
you.
with that, we're going to go into our next commercial break. When we're back, we're wrapping up today's show. Stay
Stay
tuned.
tuned.
Glenfield Dennison was caught trying to charge BTL for negotiations on behalf of former workers.
He insists he never charged the workers group a cent and claims the invoice was only a negotiating tactic.
If the invoice was just a negotiating tactic, why would Dennison ask BTL to pay the legal fees as part of settlement? And if BTL had agreed, who would have received payment? Dennison, of course, because he sent the invoice the day after the last negotiations to be considered with the 4.5% interest requested by BCWJ. What's worse, the cost of legal work submitted is grossly inflated. Those are senior counsel rates, and Dennison is not a senior counsel. As to the tax identification number on the invoice, no such TIN number is registered with GST. So, we must also ask whether he is licensed with the FIU as required. There's also the question of whether as a Crown Counsel Dennison violated the public service rules which state, a judicial and legal officer shall not engage in any private legal work, or private business of a legal nature. It's time for him to stop the games and come clean.
Nando's Wholesale is the distributor for the full line of Badia spices, including the original complete seasoning, the perfect combination of ingredients and spices prepared to enhance the natural flavor of your favorite foods. Also, cinnamon powder for all your desserts, fruits, and beverages, and as special dishes. All these are available in commercial sizes or restaurant packaging. Nando's products are available at your local retailer or contact us at 222-5000. From Corzal to Toledo, Nando's is proud to be serving Belize as its #1 wholesale distributor for over 35 years.
These charter mints aren't from
We're
an
navigating along the coastline.
This morning, the 2023.
Good evening. Good evening. I'm Sherry Kelso, and here's what's ahead for you on 7 News Tonight. We've got details of these and other stories in our newscast for tonight. Good evening. With your news, I'm Indra Craig.
Belize, you're watching the Nation Station, Channel 7.
Wake up to positivity and inspiration. It's a fresh and diverse twist on your mornings. Tune in to Sunup on 7 every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. right here on your Nation Station, Channel 7. It's the morning show you don't want to miss.
Welcome back to Sunup on 7. Kevin and I just wrapped a conversation, beautiful conversation, with Pathlight Belize. They're doing amazing, great work there. And if you want to be a mentor, we encourage you to contact them. They're located on Coney Drive. You can definitely reach out to either the CEO, Ms. Luani Caetano, or the director of the Pathlight Scholarship Program, Cherise Ferguson, to become more involved. You know what I mean? So yeah, Kevin, we had an amazing, beautiful show today, didn't we?
It's 8:29, so we're quickly going to say thanks
Yes,
to our other
all our
guests that joined us today.
Yeah.
Today is the launch of Women in Art at the Bliss. It starts at 7 p.m. It's a free entrance. Again, go out there and support your favorite women in art. But definitely go out there and engage with all the stories and everything that women have to express through their art.
Yeah.
Go out there and support them. There's an activity tomorrow with Paint in Pairs. You can check their page for you to find out more details.
Yeah.
Spaces are limited, but definitely go ahead and engage with that. And of
Yeah.
course, Dance with Fatima. She has free classes in celebration of Women's Month, starting next week, Monday at Caribbean in Belmopan, Tuesday at
Body 2000.
Body 2000.
And then March 25th at Caribbean Motors at 5:30. These classes are completely free. So you can just show up there. Fatima's asking for you to wear purple in honor of Women's Month to celebrate. Men can attend as well.
Definitely.
They like to show their support and be an ally. But, you know, just come out and dance and have fun because it's good for the overall happy hormones to get those going.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I like that you use the word ally because that's definitely what we need, you know. It's supporting women for them to feel safe in a space. And I think that's very important whenever you're creating or curating unique spaces for women, that men can go and be allies and ensure that, hey, be you in this space, and we're here to contribute to the safety of it, like be non-judgmental, you know, like none of these things for them to be able to thrive. So thank you for inviting us men to be allies.
Yes, definitely, Kevin.
For our women. And of course, Pathlight is here to tell us that
such a beautiful
March 20th is the deadline for their scholarship applications. So you can go to their website and also their Facebook page to find out what are the details and the requirements for you to be a successful scholar.
Yeah. And we met the lovely young ladies in Mar. It was so wonderful and articulate and confident. And I love to see the growth of her journey. You can see how Pathlight definitely impacted her life and her, you know, growth as an individual. So well, it was a great show today.
It was a great show, a great Friday. For Friday the 13th, it went so well.
It did go well.
And the time went by so fast. It's 8:31. So we want to say thank you so much for engaging with Miriam and I today. It was so beautiful sharing the space with you once more, Miriam, and with you. Have a safe weekend. Stay hydrated.
It's going to be hot out there,
Be
folks.
kind. And we're going to see you on Monday. Is Jules going to be here on Monday?
We don't know.
We're going to find out.
Yes. Stay grateful, stay blessed.
Bye, folks.
See you.
We love you.
Bye. Happy Friday.
A place to call your home, a place where you can grow. Stand by me and we'll take flight. We'll be there at morning's light. I've got you covered on all concerns we share today. You will discover how the world turns each day. When the sun comes up